Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. I am your host Cody, and last time we worked our way up to here, Mumbo's Mountain, the first world in the game Banjo-Kazooie. Very memorable one too. Mainly because, in my opinion, the first world in video games really kind of sets the tone for a game. That's a Mumbo token. You'll see what that does a bit later. And this is a Jinjo. There are 5 to collect in each world. I'm trying to give things enough time to explain things to me, so it's just like, you know. But, like, in all honesty, I should just play. So there's 100 notes in each world. But yeah, see? 2 steep of hills we cannot climb. Banjo cannot walk on them. Come over here, get this. Jump here. Ah, just barely missed it. Fair enough. But this is my chance to, like, really just talk about how, I guess, the surge of emotion I felt when I heard the news at E3 where it was announced that Banjo-Kazooie are coming to Smash. Now, the day of Nintendo's E3 Direct, I was having trouble watching it because my internet was being really bad that day, which it tends to do a lot. So, I missed the initial reaction of, well, not the initial reaction, but the initial reveal. And, in all honesty, that made me a little sad to not have been able to experience the joy of first witnessing it, because by the time the announcement had happened, my internet was still down, and then when I come back, or when it came back online, is when I heard the news that Banjo was in. So it's just like, I guess the whole thing of, I guess, shock value, or just like the overwhelming feel of joy, was slightly hampered, because it's like I was told of it. Like, granted, I partially thought that my friend that told me, or was saying it, was just messing with me. It's like I didn't believe it at first, and it took me a little bit to be able to find the reveal trailer. But when I did, I just felt this surge, this overwhelming almost sense of just nostalgia, and just, it was great to see them in this carnation that we see them right now, just updated to look great. And it made my heart happy. And in all honesty, I think that's what Nintendo, because Nintendo themselves chose the DLC pack fighters. So that means Nintendo went to Phil Spencer and be like, hey, can we use Banjo for Smash? And Phil, of course, we all know now, it's just like, he was like, that's like the easiest deal he's ever made in his life. And it's just amazing the way something like that can make you feel. By the way, that was fighting Conga. I really should be explaining what I'm doing, but it's just like, I just have so much on my mind, because it's just, E3 this year, like, in general, the Microsoft one was, you know, okay. Bethesda's was just an absolute disaster. And it's just like, in all honesty though, the only one I really cared about and have always only really cared about is Nintendo. Because while I love playing a variety of games, pardon me, I've always been more of a Nintendo guy. Like, right now, the only consoles I own is a Nintendo GameCube and a Nintendo Switch, and technically a 3DS. That's all Nintendo. So it's just like, ow, gosh, stop it. I need that note, game. Please. Freaking Big Butt the Bull just being like, nah, man, you don't get this note. You're crazy. You're stupid. But it's just like, I felt like a kid being excited for a video game again. And I haven't really had that feeling in such a long time. And it just felt good. That's all I can really say. It just felt good. Oh, and also, every time you get a move from Bottles, if your health is low in any way, he will just be like, oh, let me help you out there, fam. So, we're doing some pretty decent progress on Mumbo's Mountain right now, I like to think. We have 2 Jinjos left to collect. We have collected 4 of the 10 Jiggies. We've collected a good amount of Mumbo tokens, and we now have our fastest mode of travel, which is the Talon Trot, which also allows us to go up and down slopes with ease. Woo! Aw, jeez. Come on, Cody, don't make an ass of yourself. Ooh. Enough notes to break the first note door spell. Yes, to be able to just move on to level 2, you just need 50 notes to be able to kind of access the area. And I don't remember how many Jiggies you need, because I usually 100% this game. So it's just like, you know, that minute detail kind of escapes me sometimes. But you know what? I don't think that matters too much, because, you know, this is also one of those games to where it's just like, I see so many different play styles for it, where it's just like some people like to, you know, speed run it. There's people that don't 100 have never 100%ed it. There's people that like to do things in a systematic pattern. You know, it's just, we Banjo fans just got something special to us. Something that a lot of us, like, I had been hoping for Banjo to be in Smash&'s Melee. When I saw that he wasn't in Smash 64, which admittedly disappointed me a little bit. What am I going to be able to do? I'll give this like 1 or 2 tries. I've never been good at doing this, though. Wow, that time Kazooie just didn't jump. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! There we go. Ah. Aye! This is the one I can never seem to do. This one right up here. But I'll try. If I can actually, like, get up there, that'd be great. Ow! Ooh. Sorry, Banjo. Yeah, that ain't happening. Oh well. I tried. 2, 3, 4. Yeah! Come up here. Juju, Mumbo's totem pole. Hello, Juju, Mumbo's totem pole. Alright, don't break them all, so you can come up here and get this. And then there you go. Gonna leave that Jiggy just sitting there. I don't know, it's satisfying to me to where it's like, when you get the opportunity to just have a bunch of Jiggies just sitting around so you can go and collect them. Just to me, that's just a very satisfying, just going around and collecting all those Jiggies. It's great. Oh yeah, it took 1 point of damage. Oh, you can't teach me anything else? Yep. You cannot. Now be prepared for a little bit of slowdown whenever I hit these things. This game does have slowdown. It's to be expected, though. It's an N64 game. An enemy. Hello there. That. As you saw, if you collect every Jinjo in the world, you get a Jiggy. Ooh, Nelly, look at all these Jiggies sitting around. But for now, I'm going to leave them. I'm going to come back over here to where Conga was, because there was a switch that we needed the Beak Slam, as I call it, to be able to get, which would make a Jiggy appear out in Gruntilda's castle. The Witch Switch, I believe is what it's called. If I wasn't trying to be a little bit more, if I wasn't trying to refrain from swearing, I would call it what I normally call it, but I'm trying to refrain. I'm trying to be a good, wholesome boy. Alright. Now, something else I'm going to do before I pick up those Jiggies is, we're gonna go talk to the man who owns these Mumbo tokens. His name is Mumbo Jumbo. He is a shaman. Pretty much what I'm doing is trying to avoid the dance. Like that, because that's a lot. Well, okay, there's one Jiggy I kind of have to get. I have to get up here and get this one because the transformation, yes, that's what Mumbo will do, cannot get up here. So, there you go. Man. I'll get these notes in a second. Me Mumbo, best shaman in all game, can help Banjo and Filthy Feathered One. Uh-huh. Mighty Mumbo magic? I'm down, dude. Show me. Impress me, Mumbo. He turned me into a termite. I'm slightly less impressed, but hey. The last 4 notes are right here. There we go. Every 100 notes you collect gets you an extra life, as well as having that aspect of a level completed. Okay, get this Jiggy, get this Jiggy, get that Jiggy. Ba-ba-ba-da-bub. Then come right on in here, where the termite can climb up this area just fine. I believe this area is called Ticker's Nest or something like that. I completely forget. Whoop. And okay. And last little section here. And we are out. It is completely possible to do this, to do that entire section with Banjo and Kazooie if you don't suck like I do. And there we go. Mumbo's Mountain has officially been 100%ed. No big surprise, it's the first level, it's not going to be hard. Yeah! Yeah! Man, he chased me for a little bit there, didn't he? Step back onto the pad to leave the level. Although, early on in the game, there was a menu option on the pause menu to where you could just leave a level to go back into the witch's lair. But, as you can see here, it is not here anymore. How did I do? I'm curious. 11 minutes. That's a bit slower than I normally do it, but I did goof around in Ticker's Nest a little bit there, so. Oh, magic get weak, and we'll turn back our magic go. Magic all gone. Must go back to Barenberg now. Yes, Mumbo's magic can only withstand you being so far away from a level. Some cases, the length between the distance from how far away you can actually be differs. But for the most part, it's usually not that far from the level. And as you can see, that door had a number 50 on it, which means we needed to have 50 notes, which we destroyed that goal. And here we are. That door was easy, you got past. Unfortunately, you're first and last. Now come right here. This is Gruntilda's nice sister, Brentilda. Now, something I'm going to do that I normally don't is I am going to write down the facts she tells me about Gruntilda because they are useful later on in the game. And by later on, I mean the last part of the game. She tells you 3 each time you see her. She brushes her rotten teeth with tuna ice cream flavored ew. Tuna ice cream toothpaste. Ew. Next, washes her hair with baked beans. Baked beans. I'm just gonna say shampoo, even though it's not shampoo. She just washes with it. And she gets her clothes from the trash can. The trash can clothes. Excellent. Thank you, Brentilda. You were very helpful. Now we come over here, and oh, look at that. We need 2 Jiggies. We have 11. To unlock World 2. To remove pieces that you have already put down, press down the C button. But once the picture is complete, all the pieces are stuck there permanently. Yes, you can press C down to remove a Jiggy piece, which I don't know why you'd want to do that. And this unlocks level 2, which is called Treasure Trove Cove. Keep note of this big old picture of Gruntilda's face. That will be useful later, as well as this will be useful later. Down here. Hey, look, it's a cauldron. You've activated a magic cauldron. Find 2 the same color to create a shortcut. Yes, those act like your shortcuts to get to different parts of the lair without having to walk as far. Pretty useful, pretty useful. But before we actually head over to where Treasure Trove Cove is, I'm coming over here first because gotta kill that guy. And we have another cauldron. Not the exact same color as the last one, but one nonetheless. Up. And there is a Mumbo token here. And now, let's head on over to Treasure Trove Cove, shall we? Oh, also up here, note door. We need 180 notes. Fair enough. Down this way leads to the giant treasure chest that contains Treasure Trove Cove. And guys, this is going to be where I leave off. If you like what you have seen, drop a like on the video. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell notification to know whenever I upload. I hope you all have enjoyed so far. My name has been Cody from CodyTFennec. Have a good day, everybody. Fare thee well.